The Greater Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame really has two missions, and that first is to honor and induct great athletes and coaches into the Hall of Fame. But really the second mission, and just as important, is for the Greater Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame to give back to our community. And we do that through awarding funds through our Amateur Sports Development Fund. The Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame display is currently at the First Niagara Center, the home of the Buffalo Sabres. Well, the athletes and coaches range from Buffalo Bisons, Buffalo Sabres, Buffalo Bills, to high school coaches, to great amateur athletes that have gone on to be Olympic champions, some that were national champions or state champions. Anybody who is from Western New York or significantly spent time here playing professionally that set themselves apart from the other athletes to become Hall of Famers. The induction dinner is an annual dinner, and that is where all of the people that were voted in to be inducted come. I think what makes the dinner really special are when those people talk about how they made it. It helps us to connect the dots of where they started and how they eventually became Hall of Famers.
Well, when you are inducted to any Hall of Fame, you have to look around and understand how you got there. The Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame is awesome. And you know, you go to Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame, you go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Those two in itself make you stand back and realize and look at all the hard work that it took to get there, all the way back to when I was in youth football. And even playing basketball and baseball, to get kids to start playing at a young age is so, so important.
The Amateur Sports Development Fund are monies that we set aside that are raised through the induction dinner. We try to put money aside that we can then give back to the community. There's certain things that we can give money to. Those have ranged from people that wanted to make improvements to their hockey rink or improvements to their baseball fields or their football fields. We have given money to a volleyball team from Western New York that qualified for a national tournament in Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm one of the many coaches here at Niagara Frontier Volleyball Club, which is based in West Seneca.
Our organization helps promote the sport of volleyball for high school and junior high age athletes. We have players in our organization ranging from age 7 all the way up to 18.
Our 12 and under team, travel team, received the money, and that team qualified for nationals. And nationals was held in Atlanta, and it was just a wonderful gift from the Greater Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame, so we could help get the kids there and pay for the trip, and it was a great experience for everybody.
We're the Police Athletic League of Buffalo. We're involved in various activities with the city of Buffalo and actually Western New York. We run various camps and clinics, baseball, basketball leagues. We have 3 golf clinics. We have 6 weeks of tennis instructions. We have swim lessons. We have learn to skate. We're involved in a lot of different activities. We were fortunate enough to receive money from the Greater Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame, which we're very grateful for. We deal with a lot of underprivileged children, so we provide services to them for free. A lot of kids were able to go to a camp or on a field trip that they wouldn't necessarily be able to do.
Well, amateur sports, wow, that takes me back a long time ago. For me, it was great growing up in a small town in Pennsylvania, playing basketball, football, baseball, pretty much playing it all, and how important it was that everybody came together in that community.
Amateur sports is very important. Whether it leads to being a pro athlete or not, it leads to our kids and our girls particularly to be young, confident, strong women. They can handle anything.
Amateur sports are wonderful. I mean, teaching the discipline, the responsibility, teamwork, working with other individuals, the sportsmanship, how to win graciously, how to lose graciously. The friends you make keep for a long time, probably for a lifetime.
It just gives kids opportunities to be the best they can be, test their limitations, see how much they can grow and develop, and we really push kids being respectful, responsible, good citizens on and off the court. It's just such a great avenue to develop, not only athletically, but every aspect of their life.
Cazenovia Hockey Association is one of the organizations that received funding from us. Maybe not a lot of people know, but Patrick Kane, the NHL superstar, the former #1 pick overall in the entire draft of the National Hockey League, began his youth hockey career right there at Cazenovia Hockey Association. So you don't need to look any further to have proof that if these organizations can be supported and be funded, they can thrive and they can produce world-class athletes.
Anybody who's involved for a nonprofit knows in this day and age it's tough getting money, but we're out there trying.
I know that in our club we have lots of families that have a very hard time paying their dues. So, you know, doing things like selling candy bars and cookie dough, it's tough to do that all year long and to keep asking your family members and friends to constantly donate.
Well, we've helped over 90 organizations since the Greater Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame has come into being. Over $80,000 has been donated to those organizations. An organization first must meet our criteria in order to get funds from the Amateur Sports Development Committee. The criteria is listed right on the website. We award money on an annual basis. The applications are usually reviewed in the first part of the calendar year, and by the spring of each year, that's when we make our awards. There's a lot of different ways to donate to the fund. The first and probably the most visible way is to attend the annual induction dinner, which is usually held in November of each year, because part of those proceeds go to the Amateur Sports Development Fund. A big part of the fundraising that we do at the dinner is a silent auction, and the different things that people can win are really great. It's a great variety, everything from tickets to trips to unique one-of-a-kind experiences.
We hope, and I've seen it, that people out there that open their hearts and open their wallet understand that this is for the youth. This is for our future. You got to raise the money so these kids can have their dreams fulfilled down the road. I was one of those kids at a younger age, way back, that we didn't quite have the support what the Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame does now, but I know how vital it is to our community and what it means to these kids and families. What my father instilled in me and his other sons were to work as hard as you can. Anything is possible as long as you put the time and effort into it. Things can come true and dreams can come true, because I'm living proof my dream came true.